Well, now that affirmative action is dead at the hands of the Supreme Court,
Yes! Yes!
we look at the business side, the EEOC, its hiring practices, and how it's affected.
He ain't lying.
So you have HR departments running around the country going, wait, we can't hire based off of race anymore? Fuck! No, because God forbid you actually use education and experience and not off of quotas.
You serious?
I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this
Fuck.
is what's next. All right, guys. How you doing? Happy Friday. Jasper Gonzo, what's next? Your daily dose of common sense, facts, and salt. Of course, now we go into the 4th of July weekend. So enjoy. In my first video, I talked about the decision of the Supreme Court officially killing a 70-year racist law. Of course, I'm talking about affirmative action. The hiring practices, education, businesses based solely off of racial preferences is now gone. Now, you're going to have schools trying to go around it and do an end around, businesses do an end around, and we're going to see what comes of that. Well, I can pretty much tell you that attorneys are on standby. Speaking of, we look at it from a business aspect in this video and how the EEOC, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, handles it. It should be interesting. This comes out of Breitbart. EEOC Commissioner, there will be more challenges to already illegal DEI corporate race programs after SCOTUS's college ruling. On Thursday's broadcast of Fox News Channel's American Reports, Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, EEOC Commissioner Andrea Lucas, predicted that the Supreme Court's ruling on racial preferences in college admissions will lead to an increased amount of challenges to already illegal corporate DEI programs and other methods of sneaking in race preferences. She's already saying that this is illegal to begin with, and she's a dementia hire. Wow. Lucas said, I think it's going to be a wake-up call for all employers. Today's the time, the best time for lawyers to really take a look at the lawfulness of their corporate diversity programs. Yes, diversity, equity, inclusion. Even though many employers don't use the word affirmative action, because that's so passé. It's rampant today, from ESG to focus on equity, pretty much everywhere. There's tons of pressure to corporate 100 across corporate America to take race-conscious decision-making, race-conscious actions in employment law that's been illegal and still illegal. She added, I've noticed an increasing number of challenges to corporate DEI programs, and I will expect this decision is going on to continue going on to shine even more of a spotlight on how out of alignment some of these programs truly are. And to be clear, I'm not criticizing all diversity programs. It really depends on how they're structured. Yeah. But to the extent that they're explicitly or implicitly taking race into decision-making for employment decisions, race-restricted internships, race-restricted mentoring, race-focused promotion decisions, etc., the host of employment decisions. If you're using race as a factor in your decision-making, you're already violating the law. And I expect that you're going to have a rising amount of challenges as this sort of raises the issue back to people's attention. But let's hear it from herself.
Employment Opportunity Commission. Thank you so much for jumping on with us as we continue to watch the reaction to this decision. First, to what the president just said there, speaking live from the White House. I strongly disagree with the court's decision. He said the court walked away from decades of precedent and called this not a normal court. What was your reaction to what you just heard?
My reaction is that actually the Supreme Court is finally bringing into alignment education law with employment law. For over 40 years, the Supreme Court has been more conservative on employment law and has restricted any use of race motivated by interests like diversity or equity or systemic racism or societal discrimination. So really, I find the court's opinion today really to just be reaffirming what the court has held in other areas about the fact that we should not be using race as a justification for any decision making.
Boom. My thoughts. Well, I could have added dementia's thoughts on the striking down of affirmative action by the Supreme Court. Of course, when he chirps his nonsensical garbage. Like, this is not a normal court. Well, then again, we are not talking about a normal president, are we? Well, who gives a about dementia? Because I don't. But anyway, when it comes to the EEOC commissioner, who basically states that this is illegal practices that have been going on for decades, and when you have mentioning California, who's banned it from its educational practices for 30 years. We're talking for Californistan. We're talking about one of the biggest shitholes in the country. San Francisco, anyone? The land of fruits and nuts? But yet, on this, they've been ahead of the curve. So we're going to see, just like she said, how it affects hiring practices, because that's huge. Because now you can no longer use that, the 800-pound gorilla in the room. Yeah, the gorilla's gone. Got booted out. Because now businesses, they're going to have to hire you based off of education, experience. What would you do in these situations? Because they have those too. I know at my early jobs, those questions were asked of me. What would you do in situation A, B, or C? So we're going to see how that works, because now if you were like, well, I've got Johnny, I've got Jane, I've got Steve, but Johnny and Jane are white, and well, Steve's black. We have to make sure we have the black contingency in our employment. Oh, wait, what? Oh, we can't do that anymore? We can't hire based off race anymore. We got to hire based off, of education experience? Oh, well, now that changes things. Well, now, Steve, what is your educational background? What is your experience background? That's all going to come into play now. But also, you're going to have those on the left who are going, well, we're going to see less minority hiring, because now, minorities have been held down, because of the white man, because of oppression. They've been held down from education. They've been held down from job opportunities. They've been held down for this, that, and the other. That's what we're going to do. It's all the screaming and the yelling. That's all you're going to hear from the left regarding this decision. Yeah, it should be interesting as the left cries for the next week on how it goes against our democracy. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please do comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. And we'll see you next time. Peace.